Hey everybody, welcome to Candy Coded Conversations with your girl Candace here. Oh my goodness, I missed you guys this morning especially. Look, it's not unusual for me to take the weekend off, but I did miss y'all this fine Monday morning. I hope everybody had a great day. Definitely. So let me see who's here early birding. Sharon is here. Thank you. I'm so glad you guys I've upped it a little bit since I did get off earlier with this new little schedule, well, temporary schedule. Hey, Katina. Hey, Coco. Sharon. How are you ladies doing this evening? Good, I hope. Yes. So we have a lot of events to cover, you guys, from the weekend. So where should we start? I think we need to go ahead. Look, this is what I want to talk about. This is what I want to talk about. And you know what? Let me put the link in the chat. Give me just a second, you guys. Let me put the link in the chat in case anybody wants to come up, give their opinion about this and things of that nature. Because I want to talk about these fan pages literally in the street fighting. Why y'all in the street fighting? Like y'all don't have a bit of damn sense. I don't get it. I do not understand what's going on and why grown women would be in the street fighting about somebody that at the end of the day, well, one person's had phone conversations with Krishan. So I guess they feel, I don't know, but it's madness to me. But we're gonna go over some of the reasonings why she said that things escalated in her mind. But I just think the whole thing is crazy to see two grown women rolling around in the street like they don't have a bit of damn sense. Hey, Denicia, how are you today? Okay, now the video is on my Twitter page. Did everybody see that video? Let me know if everybody saw that video. Uh hey Meek, and did I miss somebody? Hey Rashana, how are you? Um did everybody get a chance? Put a one in the chat if you guys saw the video of Capping for Likes and Hot Tea, Hot Chocolate in the middle of the street, sprawling around, fighting about Krishan, and a couple other things that we will address. If you did not see it, I have it posted on my Twitter. And let me also put a reminder out, you guys. Hey, Rochelle, welcome. You guys, make sure you guys either have Twitch or Twitter because as you guys know, I would look if I had my druthers, I just play it right here for y'all. But y'all know YouTube don't like nobody showing any type of fighting or anything like that. Hey, Daniel Berry, happy Monday. Yes, Denicia, it was very look. Let me put this comment up. It was very embarrassed and juvenile. Now, hey Coco. Look, y'all, my co-host. I don't know what she might be doing. Look, she might be taking a nap. She may have forgot we was coming on a little early. She just might be a little bit busy, but hopefully Tamika hops on in. But how you doing today, Coco?
I'm doing good, girl. Just leaving aqua aerobics. But
Okay.
yes, girl, let me tell you, I was dying laughing off of that fight. And a part of me, like the ghetto ratchet part of me that lives inside was tickled pink that hot chocolate whoop capping for like ass. Cause the way that girl be talking about Krishan and her baby, oh my God. Oh,
Now,
I'm
see, I
sorry.
really don't know.
It
I'm
was the
familiar. I'm a
better way
little
I could do
familiar. I'm a little familiar with hot tea, hot chocolate,
it.
and but I'm totally not familiar with capping for likes. Like literally, I just heard of this lady a week ago.
She
I
another one of them hate pages like we looked at on that guy on Twitter. She be doing the most when it comes to Krishan.
mm,
Yeah.
okay. But you know what is that saying? Y'all gonna know it better than I am right now. What's that saying that you can't argue with somebody in public because they're not gonna know who the fool is, something to that effect. I
Right.
literally, they
Fact.
was out there doing too much. I really could. They both look stupid to me. First of all, now you out here fighting prime. Now I will say, Hot Tea Hot Chocolate did try to say that the lady kept coming to for her kids and had kind of doxed her a little bit, but she was saying just a little bit. Like, did she dox you or not? You know, like I literally just got done listening to her before I came on here, you guys. But she wasn't that firm in her. Oh, I think she kind of doxed me. Like, okay, well, who doxed you for real? Did somebody dox you, or what's the deal? Because my understanding, a lot of people been coming and showing our house or saying she living in Airbnbs or hotels, all kind of shenanigans. I don't know. She disputed all of that. I heard her say that. Rashana here is saying, oh wow, I didn't know she was behind the hate pages. Yeah, me neither. It's like I think that it's wild for you to hate somebody so much. Hey, Joni, welcome. That you want to even go and find out about them. It's like, if I don't want to be bothered with you, I don't want nothing to do with you. I think, but you know what? I think it's a little bit of mental instability on a lot of things. I really do. When you overly invested, like you actually know these people, I think that's a bit much. I could see getting into the tea and knowing a little bit about the tea a little bit, and casually going over. But god dang, I'm not getting up my car rolling in the middle of the freeway for no goddamn body that I don't know. I just say it's like, come on now. That's
Girl, me
crazy to me,
either,
you
but it
guys.
was fun watching them. It was fun watching them.
And I was shocked though. I was shocked. I was like, these are grown ass women. These are mothers over here rolling in the middle of the goddamn. Was that the freeway or it was just a regular street? Regardless of what it was, the simple fact that they was out of their cars and rolling around in the street, fighting and tussling was a bit too much for me. Hey, Heavy on the Sky, welcome.
Hi, y'all.
Yeah, I told him you might have been asleep or you just was running late.
Working.
Oh yeah, this is your long day. Okay, okay. So y'all, who did y'all want to win? Or who are y'all on anybody's team with this? I just think the whole thing is just weird as hell to me. We
Hot
talking
tea,
about
hot chocolate whooped her ass.
uh
Hey, Joni. Hey, Miss Sharon, Witches Brew.
hey
Everybody else.
witches brew. Yes, hey witches brew. I just thought it was crazy. So let's get into our hot topics today. Y'all, that just was just too silly for me.
It
Um
was ratchet.
yeah,
It was
it
very
really was.
ratchet.
It
It
was
was like
very
it was like watching the episode of Baddies.
I thought it was super, super weird. And yeah, you're doing too much. Doing too much. I guess you trying to solidify your spot as a super fan. Cause honestly, I really don't think you was I think you was doing it more for Krishan than you was doing it for your own kids. How you try to say she's talking about you. And that's just what I think. I really do. I think you were just trying to let me show that I'm a real super fan here. Yeah. Okay, y'all. So let's see what we have going on. Let's see what we have going on.
Hey,
Now,
Katina.
this is a little interesting. Y'all remember this preacher? So Bishop Lamar Whitehead sentenced to 9 years in prison for using his position to carry out multiple financial scams. Now I'm glad that this man is getting what he deserves. So y'all know, he had been in the midst of a bunch of scams and things like that. So today a judge sentenced Bishop Lamar Whitehead to 9 years in prison for scamming a member of his church out of her life savings, in addition to carrying out other scams. Judge Lorna Schofield handed down the sentence after hearing about Whitehead misusing his position as a pastor at the Leaders of Tomorrow International Ministries in Canarsie to financially destroy victims. Coco, you got another story you need to do
I
about the pulpit.
I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it tonight. I've already pulled the information, so look for that
Okay.
later on tonight, guys.
Okay, so y'all basically it's saying that one of the victims was a member of his congregation from whom Whitehead stole $90,000 after promising to help her find a home to live in. That's low down and dirty. That's just real low down. So good for that. We're gonna skim through these hot topics because I do want to get to our topic of the day. Because I think, I think that they can be a very real thing. Now, here's something about Krishan. It says Krishan Rock reportedly sentenced in Los Angeles and waiting extradition to Oklahoma. And that remains to be seen if they're really going to extradite her to Oklahoma. I think so many, people are just so wanting to have things go this way, either for her or against her, that they're not waiting on the actual information. So let's just wait on the information as far as that um, if they're going to take her to Oklahoma for violating her probation and things like that. But as far as everything going on in LA and those charges, those kind of did get dropped down, and she's supposed to be out on the 20th, you guys. So just a few more days, she should be out of that situation. And we got to really just wait and see and get the real, the facts on what's going to happen with Oklahoma. So just stay tight, y'all. Everybody wants to make up a lot of stuff, but let's just, hold tight and get the true thing. Let's see. Oh, and you know what? I
Hey,
don't do shows.
Donancia.
Yes, I don't do shows on Sundays. So happy belated Father's Day. I did make a post for the dads though. Uh, I thought there would be way more, way more.
These internet streets been dry, sis.
Yeah. Not as much came out over the weekend, and I'm not gonna go through all these Father's Day stuff.
Did
Happy
you see the
Father's Day.
one? Did you see the one about the draft, the automatic draft?
Yes, I want to get that to because look, I'm not happy about that at all. And yes, I need to talk to my son about that. That is crazy. Where is it? I'm surprised it's not here front and center on the shade room.
If I go
Uh-uh.
looking for it, I'm gonna get kicked out the show. So
No, no, no. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
okay.
I will find it. I will find. Did you guys put it in the chat? Did you guys hear about that? They're basically now. Here's the thing. Here's what I do want to say. This is not anything new. We have had a draft, but it's kind of something that we got away from. Remember, we've had drafts back in the day, to where people had to sign up when you were 18. You had to sign up. You had to go serve. Serve. And they especially pulled it out when they needed men. I think that they're implementing this draft again, you guys, because we're at a day and time, and I've talked about it on the show previously. I have one son, and I think that we're in a day and time where the United States is getting in everybody's business. I really wish we would just mind our damn business. I mean, it's like, come on, why do we want to keep getting in everybody else's business? Why do we have to get in every other country's business? Why do we have to send Americans off to fight other people's wars and things like that? It's like it's almost like we do it just to show off. Oh yeah, we got the money. We gonna have some billings to give this person, that person, and everything else. So I don't like it, but there is an automatic draft that they passed the bill on, you guys. So between the ages of 18 and I think it's 26, you know
26.
they're automatically drafting young men.
Well,
It's automatic.
I think it also has something to do with the fact that Russia just, deemed us an enemy. I mean, I think they have for a long time, but like verbally came out and said it, that they consider the United States an enemy. So, I don't know.
Wow. Well, see, and just like I said, they're getting ready. to do whatever. So I don't know. I think people really need to be on watch for this, especially if you have sons, you know?
Scary times, scary times.
Yes. So it says Fat Joe claims that if Chris Brown had never put his hands on Rihanna, we will be calling him Michael Jackson right now. Let me see what he's talking about.
You made a good point.
Hello.
Ooh,
Candy, you still there, Bookie?
there we
And
go.
so what
Okay.
happens is,
You know I'm here. You know I be forgetting to do this
yo, let me
thing.
tell you something. I got to get to this Chris Brown show. If
Sorry,
Chris
y'all.
Brown never got into the controversy with Rihanna, we would be calling him Michael Jackson right now. Not like Michael Jackson, Michael Jackson. He is the most talented singer, artist, performer, hit maker of our time. There's nobody even close to Chris Brown. And it's time we move past it. It's been 20 something years that I know of. There's no more incidents. Man, we're going to let this lifetime go by without saying the truth. And so what happens is when the truth is an unpopular decision, everybody gets scared to say it. They get canceled, especially famous people or somebody like that, right? But you know, the streets, they know what it is. Streets always know, they tell you the truth. There's the streets still bumping R. Kelly. He's in jail, he did terrible things. They still bumping R. Kelly. So what I'm trying to say is that it's a shame that we lying and we're not giving it up to the king of R&B, the king of music. I mean, you know, the Michael Jackson, you know, we be thinking he could battle Michael Jackson.
Okay, I'm sick of listening to Fat Joe with his honorary doctorate. What y'all think about what he's talking about? What do y'all think about what he has to say? Is
I
he
agree
right?
with him 100%. Chris Brown, I'm a huge Chris Brown fan, and he's very, very, very talented. He's dancer, actor, singer. Like he's an all around talent. He's awesome.
He
I
really is.
absolutely
And
agree.
honestly, I'll be honest with you too. You know, of course, you know, I don't agree with what went down in that car, but I will maintain this. They were hitting each other. They were hitting each other. She has admitted to that. I think she's the first one that hit, you know. And you know, I definitely wish it, you know, he could have walked away. But you know, sometimes when you're in those close confines like that, emotions are high, you know, things happen. But with that being said, I think it is time to stop crucifying him and making him be the poster child for domestic violence when there's like I don't see anyone else getting the hate that he gets. And they've done the same thing.
And it's
How
been
come?
over 20 years.
Yes, it has been so long. And we have to remember if if honestly if Karuchi hadn't come between him and Rihanna because he had kind of moved on when they were able to be back together again, they would still probably be together or would have dealt with each other for some years more.
I
We
agree.
can't forget that. She forgave him. They got back together. They did not separate completely because of this issue of what happened between them.
Low
They
key, they
only
were
separated they only separated because there was another woman involved.
low
It,
key, they were the first Blueface and Krishan.
really? Danicia said, Danicia said, most talented singer, that's a bit much. Oh, and let me address something really quick. Let me scroll up and address something real quick, you guys. You know that only son thing? Y'all, I'm worried about that too because of the simple fact that my brother is an only son. Do you know how hard my mom tried to get him out of having to go to Iraq, and it did not work. It didn't. It did. My mom was calling everyone trying to get my brother out of having to go to Iraq. My brother went to Iraq twice, y'all. That only son thing, uh, it ain't as straightforward, and I can't remember all the details, but my mom was calling everybody in the government trying to get my brother out of having to go to Iraq, and he had to go twice, and he is only son, only son to carry on the name, the whole 9 yards. So I don't even know how solid that argument is these days. And this was, back in the day, when we were at war with Iraq, it did not work. So I don't know, you guys. I would still be worried. I would still be worried because I saw how that worked out and played out for my brother. My brother went there twice. So I don't know. So Fat Joe, I don't know. I mean, I guess I could see him speaking about it just because he wants people just to move on and let this man be the talent that he is. But, I don't know. Now look, Sexy Red got her tatas done, y'all. They still swollen up real bad, but look, she got them done. She said, I didn't have these two babies and I gotta fix these flapjacks. Yeah, so yeah. So okay, they still swollen, but they gonna come down good. I guess, hopefully. Let me see, let me see, let me see. Yeah, there's not much interesting things on here. Now, did y'all notice this one? Evelyn Lozada is expecting her first grandbaby, her only child. No, 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 she got a little boy too, right? Her oldest child, let me say that,
I
is
thought they said this was her first granny.
huh?
I thought they said this was her first grandchild.
Yeah, that's what I said. But
Oh,
I was saying her only child, and then I remember, doesn't she have a son as well? A younger
oh,
son?
oh,
Yeah, she
Yeah,
has a younger son, and then she has her.
yeah. So now a lot of people was being real nosy, wanting to know who the baby daddy was because the last time we saw her daughter pictured, she was out and about with the game. So people was like, "Oh, what's he doing with her?" So now everybody wondering who the pappy is. That's what everybody wants to know. Leave that lady alone. That's a grown. And I'll say the same thing, that I said when we showcased that story. That's a grown woman. That is a grown woman. So yeah. Um. Yeah. This is just a bunch of stuff, y'all. Anyways, let's get to our topic of the day. Anybody in here ever felt like they had, hey, voracious one? That's right, Donicia. Even Riri forgave Chris. She wanted to be with him. Look, they put out a song and everything. Remember that song they put out? Ain't nobody's business. But me and my baby. They was like, we loud and proud with us. They took pictures, everything. Like, yep, we back together.
Blueface and Krishan.
Oh my goodness. Okay, put it in the chat. Do you know what a soul tie is? Let me get to it first. Let me get to it. What is a soul tie, you guys? I believe that these are real. I think it's a combination of soul ties and stupidity. But let's get to it. What are soul ties? Soul ties are profound spiritual connections shared with someone else that generally transcend the closeness in a typical relationship. A soul tie can cause you to feel incredibly attached to a person, and life without them becomes hard to imagine. Now, here we go. It says soul ties versus twin flames because we hear that word thrown around too. It says although soul ties and twin flames are terms often used interchangeably, they are different types of bonds. A soul tie is a deep and intimate connection that may happen more than once in a lifetime. A twin flame, on the other hand, is a highly intense relationship. Many people often believe a greater source intentionally designs twin flames to be the other half of a person's soul. Look, you know what? Sometimes, look, I'm gonna just be real. We're gonna start there. Sometimes I think we call things soul ties and relationships soul ties just because we just really don't want to let them go. And we
I
just
feel like it's a
go ahead.
I feel like it is a bougie way of saying what is the other word for this? Toxic relationship.
Yes, because it really half the time it's a let me half the time it's a toxic relationship that you just go back to repeatedly. And then in your mind, you make it that you guys have this big connection when really what is the connection? Because usually, just because you keep going back to someone, that doesn't genuinely make it a soul tie that you guys are meant to be. Because if you guys really were meant to be, wouldn't you guys come to some type of resolution and understanding with each other about how to be together? I tend to find that a lot of people who act like they have soul ties, and I had to even resolve this with myself. I'm admitting this, and it's just like, no, you just have to get to a place where it's like, okay, we can't just keep saying that there's just something here and we're not really trying to really, really make it work just because we keep coming back to each other. Like, what other reasons do we keep coming back to each other? Is it because, let's be for real, is it because they make you laugh? Is it because the sex is good? Is it because y'all can have a good time together and have fun together? Is it because sometimes y'all do have deep and meaningful talks? But at the end of the day, if y'all can't ever make it really make it work, how is that your soul tie? Like, that's a toxic type of a soul tie. Sharon says, I have deep connections with people, but my soul belongs to God. Amen on that. Yes. So let's go through this right here because I think it says, now here's some common signs of a healthy soul tie because it can be healthy and it can be unhealthy, such as what I was describing. It says signs of a healthy soul tie include feeling energized after spending time together, feeling an intense sense of safety in their presence, having the desire to be vulnerable when you're around them, experiencing a level of protectiveness over their well being, feeling like you can truly be yourself, experiencing mutual feelings of empathy and respect for one another, having the desire to nurture the relationship as best you can, feeling like you're deeply understood, wanting to include them in your life as much as possible. Now, here are some signs of a healthy soul tie. It says experiencing separation anxiety when you're apart from one another, becoming jealous of their other relationships or hobbies, relying on them for soul emotional support, stalking their whereabouts or daily activities, feeling judged or depleted after spending time together, feeling like you've profoundly changed your identity due to your relationship, experiencing a deep sense of loneliness or emptiness without them, sacrificing other relationships or hobbies for only this relationship, feeling pressure to do things you don't want to do for the sake of the other person. Now, how many of the toxic or the unhealthy things hit home versus the healthy? Put it in the chat, you guys. Hey, Lady Couture, how are you? Put now, be honest, y'all. Put it in the chat. How many have the toxic? Let me put. I'm put a one if you've had healthy traits of a soul tie, and put a two if you've experienced the unhealthy traits of a soul tie. Let me go ahead and put my two. Let me put my
Hey,
two in
Lady
there.
Couture. Hey, Voracious One.
Yes, let me be honest. Let me be honest. Okay, okay, okay. Look, we got some ones. We got some ones. Okay, Coco, let us know about your experiences with a healthy soul tie. What made you feel like you have a soul tie with this person? That and
Because
ooh,
all of those
Danicia hitting
things.
Danicia putting the hitting the nail on the head. Soul tie, aka a habit, and a lot of times that's just what it is. A habit that you're not ready to break. Okay, go ahead, Coco.
I was gonna say because all the things that you described as healthy are the things that I feel when I'm with that person or leaving
Mhm.
that person or not around that person. Like I don't
Coco, we
when
talking
I
about your baby daddy? Oh, we talking about your baby daddy?
of course.
Oh my god. Okay, go ahead. Go ahead.
Oh, that was just it. Like I could just relate to all the positive things that you were saying. Now, granted, when there was a time where it was toxic, but we ain't there no more. So it's a lot healthier now.
Okay. Okay. Sharon clowning. Coco, just marry your baby daddy already.
Look, all I hear in my head is, "Babe, I love you. You my everything."
Oh my god.
Oh
Okay.
god.
No, that I'm agreeing. I will say, in my experience, it was unhealthy and it was just a habit. It was just a habit. And yeah, I think that if there's a true meeting of the minds and your souls are really connected, because we talking about soul ties, if your souls are really connected, like literally you wouldn't be going through a bunch of BS. You know what I'm saying? It's like
Yeah.
you just y'all are familiar. It's just like Denicia said, it's a habit. You guys are familiar. When it's good, it's good. When it's bad, it's bad. And it's like that to me, I just had to realize this is not where I'm supposed to be. Yeah, like this is not where I'm supposed to be. Because after all this time, we would have worked out the kinks and just decided just to go full on or leave each other alone instead of just every time we're around each other, we just doing whatever.
Right.
So yeah. Tamika, you ever had a soul tie?
Um, no.
Hey, gold digger, no soul tie? Okay, okay, okay.
Now, hey, go.
Now it says here are the dangers. It's the dangers of soul ties. It says soul bonding can closely mimic a codependent or abusive relationship. If this is the case, you may feel trapped and resentful. Staying in this dynamic can cause significant distress to your emotional well being and impact other parts of your life, including your relationships, hobbies, and ability to practice self care. Ugh. Yep. Now let me see what this one says. Soul ties and how to break them. Definitely need some tips on how to break a soul tie. Because if you like literally, if you've been going back and forth with the same person, ups and downs, but y'all just it's not that y'all really meant to be together. It's y'all are just familiar with each other and you are habits to each other. So, mm, Okay, this looks like the same thing. Here's a couple things that are new. So one is feeling anxious when away from the other person for too long, becoming overly dependent on the other person for emotional support, having difficulty making decisions without the other person's input, feeling jealous or possessive of the other person, struggling to define your identity without them, feeling drained or exhausted after interacting with them, experiencing a sense of emptiness when away from them. And the thing of it is, these things literally can make you really depressed, honestly. It can make you feel depressed. Hey, look, put a one in the chat. Anybody in here ever actually experienced depression? Put a one in the chat if you have. I have. Yeah. Put a one in the chat about that. So, you guys, let me see here. Let me go back to this. So it says, here's tips on how to break those unhealthy soul tie connections. One, acknowledge the unhealthy soul tie connections. So you got to just be honest about it from the jump. Like, this is not good. This is, the way we're interacting with each other is not good. So you have to acknowledge that. Two, cut off contact with the other person. It says, while it may not be easy, one of the first steps in breaking an unhealthy soul tie connection is cutting off contact with the other person as much as possible. This includes avoiding seeing them in person, removing them from social media, and blocking their number if possible. Number three, surround yourself with positive people. Spend time connecting with positive people to help restore your energy and lift your spirits. Seek out relationships that are healthy and supportive, both in person and online. Number four, practice self care. Take time to practice self care by engaging in activities such as yoga, journaling, or meditation that help you relax and restore balance in your life. Number five, rely on a higher power. Connecting with a higher power can help provide strength during difficult times and give you peace of mind knowing that you are not alone in this process of healing. Six, forgive yourself and the other person. One of the most important steps in breaking an unhealthy soul tie connection is forgiving yourself and the other person. This can be a difficult step, but it's important to remember that forgiveness is not about condoning someone's actions, but rather releasing your anger and resentment to move forward with peace and clarity. Okay, there's some tips for y'all. Now, let me see here. And that's right. It is about Sharon said, but baby, you got to put yourself first and protect your peace. Okay. So you guys, we definitely have to. Last month, you guys, May was Mental Health Awareness Month, but we definitely need to stay on top of that because it's an ongoing thing. We definitely need to check in with one another. If you're feeling down or anything like that, you guys definitely need to have somebody to reach out to and talk because look, we have a lot of us in here have experienced depression. I said I have voracious one. Tamika says she's experienced it, which is Bruce says that she has been clinically diagnosed with depression. So it's like, yeah, you guys gotta stay on top of things, and always put your mental health first, especially if you see, look, dealing with a soul tie can drag you down to the depths that you don't want to be at. You know what I'm saying? Unnecessarily for somebody that you just going through the motions with. That's what I'm saying. It's like that's what I feel about the soul ties. Like it can really drag on when you have to say to yourself, like, this is going nowhere. And that's really what I mean, just about you got to definitely assess the situation. Like, okay, you may feel like this person, oh, I belong with this person, but it's like, dang, if we belong together, why aren't we together? Why are we going through all these things for all these years and just coming back to each other just because we know the good parts, but never really want to fully acknowledge the bad? That what is not good about that other person or not good about you. It's not always the other person. You know what I'm saying? But we find ourselves in situations that we just hesitant, to leave or walk away from that person for whatever the reason. And sometimes that person ain't even doing nothing for you to even be feeling stuck like that. It's just in your mind, in your heart too. But you know, if your mind can look at the situation and say, okay, what am I getting out of this? And you ain't getting nothing but tears, frustration, depression, and everything else. It's like, don't you want better for your soul? I mean, really, don't you want a little bit better for your soul? I do. So yeah, let me see. Is this anything else we're gonna go into?
What was the difference? I don't know how I missed this, but what was the difference between the tie and the twin flame?
Okay, look. Oh my goodness, I deleted some of these. Let me see. The twin flame. Hold on, hold on, hold on. Let me find it because I still have it up here. Hold on, the main one. And sometimes, oh, let me say this while I'm looking at that for Coco. Sometimes people think that you have a soul tie or a connection with someone just because y'all been through bad things together. That doesn't automatically bond you guys or mean that you're supposed to be together. Like, oh, well, this person, they were there for me, when my parent died, or, anything like that. Why can't you just, be appreciative that that person was there? It doesn't mean that you guys have this lifelong connection. You know what I'm saying? Um,
Yep, I hear you.
yeah, let me just put it in twin flame. I think a lot of people think that tragedy in bad times um, bond you to a person, where it's like, yeah, you guys went through that experience together, but that doesn't mean that you're obligated to stay or that someone's obligated to stay there with you because they are, you know. Oh, they were basically saying a twin flame is saying that they're kind of part of of your soul, like they're the other half of your soul. Let me click on this one. Okay, here I found this thing. Mhm. Look, you think you got a twin flame, Coco?
Oh, I don't know. I don't know what. I just didn't know the definition. I have heard of it before, so I was curious.
Uh,
Look, I might.
right. It says a twin flame is a new age concept that describes a deep, intense, and spiritual connection between two people who are thought to be two halves of one whole. Does that describe
Ye-
it?
no, I think that's a little deeper than anything that I'm in.
Okay. Hey, Tita. Look, Tita, you ever
Hey,
had a soul
Tita.
tie? You ever had a soul tie, Tita? Look, y'all don't want to come up here and tell us about your soul tie? Mm-hmm. But a lot of people find themselves in this predicament, whether they want to talk about it or not. So there's that, you guys. Now, I ain't gonna lie, I'm over that topic. What else y'all want to chat about? Anything else? What y'all want to get into? Put it in the chat. Put it in the chat.
Candy,
Okay.
Candy, I sent a couple things to your inbox.
Okay.
Hey y'all.
Hey, Tita.
Hey Candy Girl. Hey Harry, Coco. Hey
Hey,
Chat.
Tita.
Hey, Tita Boo.
Now I ain't had no twin flames. I might thought I had some, but they turned out to be frogs.
So what made you feel like they were your twin flame? Now you specifically said twin flame, not soul tie. So what was giving you the feeling that okay, this might be my soulmate. This might be my other half.
I
My
mean,
home.
our attitudes they never clashed. We liked the same things. We, you know what I'm saying, basically had the same personality, but it was an even balance. It wasn't where I just was always I don't know how to explain it, but it seemed like it was a equally yoked. That's what it felt like. But then, like I said, you got other people that try to live double lives and stuff like that. So they don't know how to balance. You got a equal flame right here, and then you got somebody that's still tugging on you. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know.
You know what, Candy?
Well,
When I was
was
in
that
college,
hard to walk away from? Was that hard to walk away from when you had those feelings?
No, it just make you feel like basically sometimes it'll make you feel like damn, I wasn't good enough or whatever the case may be, or they got a problem. I'm not the issue, they the problem. You know what I'm saying? So you look at it both ways. First you question yourself, and then you like, oh no, this person just fucked up in here.
Okay. And what were you
You just
saying,
can't
Coco?
save nobody.
I do think I had a twin flame in college. One of my college boyfriends, oh my God, he was so perfect. Like, we never argued. Like, it was all love when we were together. And when he told me that he was switching schools and he was leaving, I was devastated. I cried. Oh my God, I cried. But yeah, like that, I did. I think I did have a flame in college.
So what happened?
He changed schools, then he ended up going to the military and we just fell out of touch. And then by the time I found him again, he was married. So
you know what, Coco? Is this your friend that you do talk to some from time to time?
no. Mm-mm.
Okay, okay, this is somebody different. Okay.
Yeah. It's totally different.
Has that ever happened to you guys where you meet someone and you really feel like, and then just something, just like nothing bad happens, just life pulls y'all in different directions, but you still think about that person and wonder, like, dang, wonder what they up to or how they doing. That's how people be finding people on goddamn Facebook. They do. Y'all know.
Facts.
Yep. That's how people end up finding you on Facebook and looking you up because they have good memories of you and they're like, dang, I wonder what happened to him or her. Y'all never did that before? Katina said, yep. That's what you do. You go look them up and see what's up. Like, dang, let me see what happened to old such and such. But look, sometimes it's best to leave the past in the past. It really, I'm serious. Sometimes it really is best to leave the past in the past. Because I've heard of some incidents where, oh man, it just was not good. You should have just left that where it was. Yes, absolutely. Okay, Oh, Sharon said yes. My first love found me on Facebook. You know what? Let me tell y'all. I ran into my first love one time and I was so thrown off because he was so fine. And then I ran into him and he was missing a front tooth. I was like, what the hell's going on? Pissed me off.
What you want to do, Candy? Take him to the dentist. Like, come on, baby, let me fix you.
Yeah, I just couldn't believe it. I was just like, and now how you walking around like this? And he always, yeah, threw me off real bad, y'all. Mm-mm-mm. Yep. Don't laugh, voracious. Look, that threw me for a loop right there. That threw me for a loop when I seen that missing tooth.
you
Uh.
you ain't ask him about his teeth.
No. You know, you know how you have to just pretend like
You can't
you don't
pretend.
see it. You have to just pretend like you don't even see it, even though your eye is fixated on that missing space, and you just don't want to, do nothing or anything like that. So it's just like, okay.
You better than me because I would have asked him now, what the hell
Right,
happened?
right, right, Coco. I swear to God, I would have like, hold on, what
What
happened
the
here?
I couldn't do it, child. I couldn't do it. I was just
Shit.
like, I just was in shock. Like, what the hell?
girl? I'd have asked him, what the hell happened? Yeah,
What you done ate wrong? What the fuck?
right. Who you pissed off and they punched you in the mouth?
Man, I
Go
swear to
Digger.
God, I wouldn't have helped. I couldn't help but to ask if that would happen to me. Like, damn, what the fuck? I'm sorry.
Go Digger
That's the
said,
first thing
Candy.
I look at though. Candy is people's teeth, so it's like, hold on.
Oh god. Okay, Gold Digger said, Candy, we have spiritual soul ties as well, husband and wife, and the two shall be one flesh. After that, they are not two, but one flesh. Amen.
That's that
Yes.
twin flame. That's a twin flame right there.
Voracious said, I would have asked, who popped you in the mouth? And yes, you know how people be stalking on Facebook. That's what they do. They go to Facebook and try to find you.
Shoot, I had one of them happen recently. Somebody I was dealing with before Riley's dad, he had got married and had, I don't know, like he had fell off of Facebook, but like over the past week and a half or so, he been all up and down my timeline. So, um, he did I hit him up or he hit me up? But it was more or less on some, hey, stranger, I ain't seen you in a while, whatever. I think maybe I hit him up and he was telling me that him and his wife is separated and whatnot. I was like, yeah, it's like got real weird. Like I just kept seeing you all up and down my timeline, and he was just like, yeah, maybe that was for you. And I'm thinking to myself, nah, it wasn't for me. It was just weird that you was just all of a sudden all up and down my timeline. What the freak? Nah, dude.
Mm-mm. So, what do you have planned for tonight, Coco, and what time?
Messy Ministries. It'll probably be about 10 o'clock my time because I'm dealing with dance stuff right now. I'm about to go to a dance meeting right now. But I'm definitely gonna be talking about the guy that the preacher, I can't think of his name right now, that you brought up earlier.
Whitehead.
Yes, him. I have a whole lot of information on him to share with you guys. He will be episode 5 of Messy Ministries of my Messy Ministries series. And also for the ones that want to watch Baddies and Six Dot, we can do that tonight over on my Twitch. Because from my understanding, the Six Dot episode is from the court that day that everybody was in court on Monday.
Oh, okay. Oh
Yeah,
yeah, I
so
would like
that's
to see that.
okay, cool. So look for me about 10 o'clock Eastern to go live.
Okay. And let me see what you sent me too before we head out of here.
Oh yeah, I sent you some like hot topic type of
Let me see. Let me
thing
see.
type
Let me
of
see.
topics I found. Cool
Oh,
stuff.
do y'all know about these people? Have y'all seen this couple? Ooh, good. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Look, I forgot to remind you guys. If you forgot to hit the like button on your way in, please hit it now or hit it on your way out the door. Much appreciated. Y'all, look at this. 63-year-old grandmother and her 26-year-old husband are expecting their first baby together. Now, they've been married a couple years now. So it says a 63-year-old woman and her 26-year-old husband have announced that they are expecting their first child. Cheryl and Karan McCain have gained a massive following on social media. In a recent video, the couple shared the news of their pregnancy by showcasing their surrogate's positive test. Okay, so they got a surrogate. Cheryl joyfully announced that they were having a baby, while Karan expressed his excitement about becoming a father. The video has garnered over millions of views and comments, with fans expressing both surprise and support for the couple. Y'all, would you do that at 63 years old? Will you sign up to have a new baby? And
Hell
she
no.
looked like she got one foot on the banana peel to the grave
And
already.
we received this about a week ago.
About a week ago.
Now we went to the doctor with our surrogate today, and she is having our baby. And this is
Our baby.
Our baby,
Y'all got old child, y'all.
we're gonna have a baby.
It's coming. It's coming. I'm telling you.
Not a
Oh,
tooth nor a
baby.
denture in her head.
Oh,
baby.
Oh,
Oh,
baby.
baby.
Woo.
It's coming, y'all, soon. Baby. We're here.
I'm
Picking
gonna
up our
I'm gonna drop down to the chat.
Today's
Okay.
gonna be a great day. This is our first doctor's appointment, and I'm kind of
Ooh,
nervous.
that lady is
How
looking
you
like
feeling, baby?
death.
I'm kind of nervous. We're gonna see if she's pregnant, which we already have a pregnancy test that's
But
positive, so
we're just
we're just verifying it.
Oh my goodness, these comments.
Yeah,
Somebody said in the comments, so it's clear he's going to raise that baby with his new husband in 5 years. Yeah,
I know, right?
he very much kind of giving, he goes for both teams to me. Somebody said he's going to be changing diapers for her and the baby. I still love her for them.
Is he crying?
Let me
we're
see.
here picking up our surrogate. Today's gonna be a great day. This is our first doctor's appointment, and I'm kind of nervous. How you feeling, baby?
I'm kind of nervous. We're gonna see if she's pregnant, which we already have a pregnancy test that's
But
positive, so
we're
we're
just
just verifying it to
whew,
make sure.
They
this
doing
journey
this
has been so
just
long,
to
so
keep the money rolling
this
in.
is part of it. We'll get back with you when we're at the hospital.
After that, we'll kind of space out closer to 12 weeks. So we won't place the referral to the high risk doctors until we get the next ultrasound.
Yeah, he's crying.
About that. We'll get that next ultrasound, and so
Lord,
usually don't like us to place them until closer
He's
to
gonna
like
be a
10 to 12
father.
weeks. So by the time you come to the next ultrasound, as long as our dating's looking good, then we'll make the referral to get you in at that point.
yeah, he
So
raising that.
most yes,
He
like we
ready
will
to
bring
raise
that
that baby
directly
with his
from the ultrasound.
boyfriend.
Yeah, he's crying. I mean, I guess if it's his first child, he has every right to be happy, you know. That child wasn't made with her old eggs. Them eggs been gone. So it says Peter Thomas responds to Tommy Lee claiming she wet his beard. I'm getting in all kinds of trouble right now. Let me see. What is Tommy doing? Tommy was just in jail out here causing trouble.
Fire. And it is on fire because a young lady named Tommy Lee said something referring to my beard, like I'll wet his beard. I don't know exactly what that means, Tommy,
You know
but
what
a
that
lot of
means.
people think it's a sexual
That's why
thing
he
that
licking his lips.
maybe you and I had something going on. And since we've never met, and I don't believe we have, um, Could you clean that up for me, please? 'Cause I'm getting in all kind of trouble right now.
Yeah, he want to
So,
taste it now. Shit.
somebody in the comments said, I can tell by the way he licked his lips after saying her name that he clearly knows what it means.
Exactly. He clearly knows what it means and he want to taste. That's why he said, refresh my
somebody,
memory. Shit, make it real.
right? Somebody in the comments said, I think she was lying, but this video of him sound like he trying to make it happen. LOL. DM and clear this up, Tommy. Oh my goodness. Let me see. Huh? No, she didn't say I will. She said I wet his beard. So look, what's going on, Tommy? What's going on?
She she just letting them know she'll take them down.
That's what Voracious said. He looked like he want her to wet his beard. Yes. And you know what? While I have Voracious comment up here, you guys carve out a little time on Sundays. I don't, everybody may have different religions and things like that, but you guys got to go check out Sunday service on Voracious Twitch. It's a nice habit that I, am getting into and like getting up and attending that service. And just to hear a nice little message, you guys. It's not, I find it to be it's not too preachy or anything like that. It's just talking about life and life lessons and things like that. And we always have a good time over there. So 10 a.m. Central Standard Time. So if you guys have time on Sundays, come on in and check it out over on Voracious One's Twitch. We have a good time over there. Okay. Well,
Yes,
anything
yes.
else? Yes. Y'all want to touch on anything else? What about you, Tita? Touch on anything else before we get out of here tonight?
No, unless y'all want to talk about our girl Kashawn.
We talked about her at the start. And
No.
honestly, we have something she's supposed to be getting out on the 20th. Which what day is that land on?
In a couple more days.
On Thursday, you guys. So I really think, I mean,
That's if
everything
Oklahoma don't come get her.
everything until Thursday is just going to be a bunch of speculation. So you guys don't fall into all this talk until we have the facts. She'll be out on Thursday. We'll see what happens with Oklahoma. We never know. Hopefully it goes in her favor, which I know she wants to get home to her child, but we just have to see. Let's just wait for the facts on that. I wish, I think that was real sad and crazy that all these fan pages are out in the middle of the street, uh rolling around in the middle of the street. Go to my Twitter, and I posted the video. If you did not see that, Sharon said, I think Oklahoma reinstated her probation. So are they just going to let her jump back in and continue it? Or is there going to be some new type of stipulations or anything?
And it looked like they got extradited though. That's what I'm
Yeah.
saying. So by Thursday, if they don't come and get her, I guess they'll release her. But she still gotta go.
Yep. So just pray for her that because I know she wants to get home to her child. I even heard something about I don't know, which I don't really like to speculate on stuff like that. As far as I know, Marsh still has Junior, but I was hearing some things. And you know what? I do want to tune into Coco's show because I do want to see. Now, of course, it's always going to be from Carlissa's perspective on her show, and she's going to do her best to make her seem like she was really trying to be all in with the situation and things like that. And oh, I would have took Junior, I would have did this, I would have, shoulda. We never know. But
Everything that y'all seen on social media was what she had in the show. I thought you was on there yesterday when I played it, but you may have missed it.
no, I missed it. I missed it because I know you said you was going, but you didn't tell me you was actually on. And then remember later on, I was like, "What time you turning on Twitch?" Oh, I've been twitching. I said, "Since when?" 2 o'clock. I said, "Oh Lord." Okay, so yes, 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 yes. So we'll be going. So if you missed that, you guys tune in to Coco's Twitch tonight because she's gonna play that, and then we have to do a little spotlight with this latest shenanigans with this preacher, you guys. So thank everybody for coming through. We will see you tomorrow evening, same time, 6 p.m. Central Standard Time. I hope you guys have a wonderful remainder of your day. Hope it was great. And see y'all later. Don't forget to hit the like button on your way out, you guys. And if you have a moment or two, please leave a quick little comment. Much appreciated. Bye.
Bye,
Love
everybody.
y'all.